It's time to finish up the painting I've been working on over the past few weeks. This is part 4 of this 4-part series where I've shown you my process for creating semi-abstract florals with acrylic paint. To check out the other parts of the series, click the links in the description. If you've been following along, let's get started and have some fun. Hi, so over the past few weeks, I have taken this from a pencil sketch, a continuous line contour drawing sketch, to adding line to it, to adding shape to it last week. And now it's time to finish it up. And I know I talk about having fun all the time. And it is about having fun. And you don't have to finish anything. But I wanted to show you how I do think about finishing things if you are ready for that, if you want to be able to finish a painting. And believe me, I am not the expert. This is just how I feel like I know when a painting is done. And so what I'm gonna do is, I have some good value contrast going already. And so that's the darks and the lights. How dark something is, how light something is. You want to have a wide range of values because that makes your painting more interesting. You also, I like to have lots of layers, and that's not an essential. It's just my style and how I figured out how I like to work over the years. So I like all these layers. And so I am going to add this week a few more different shades of color in the petals, and then I'll do some final mark making on top. And that will be it for this one. And a lot of times people ask, well, how do you know if something is finished? And I've heard people say that paintings are never finished. They're just good for now. And so I kind of go with that. Once I get it looking how I want it to look and I'm happy with it, then that is good enough. You're not looking for perfection. There's no perfection in art. So before I do mark making, let me get some brushes. I'm just gonna add a few more different shades, and then I'm looking for like lighter highlights here to set off the petals and get some more value contrast in here and just a little extra detail. And you don't have to put it in every one. It's just however you like it to look. And sometimes I struggle with adding too much, and then I have to go back and add some of the darker on top, and that's okay too. So it's already happening, but I like to go back and forth, and so I don't mind that so much. I just like having some highlights. So you can see I did a little bit of a pink color last time, and it's popping through in little bits, and I just love having little and unexpected colors like that peeking through in areas. Some of my favorite artists are really bold with that. I need to work up my bravery at times to get some even bolder colors peeking through. Like there's some who will use like a hot pink or like a lime green, and you're like, oh my gosh, how did they even think to pair that with the colors they have? It's fascinating, and that's why I love color, and I love learning about color, because I want to be as bold with color as some of these artists I follow. Okay, so that's pretty good. You can change up your brush sizes. I just kept using the same one, but for all the way. But let's see, I'm gonna get a little bit smaller brush and just get a little bit of that raw sienna dark again and cover just a touch. Now, I could go back and forth on this forever, and that's why you need to just kind of know that it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be something that you love, that you had fun making. Because if you have fun making it, that is like half the battle. If you're not having fun, then why are you doing it, right? And these are blending in pretty well. Okay, let's see. All the layers in the petals are looking pretty good. Let's see if you guys can see that. I'm gonna make it come closer. So you can see all the different layers peeking through. There's still some of the pen and the crayon from the first layer. And then the different colors are peeking through. We've got the acrylic ink giving us that dark value. Okay, so the paint is drying, but in the places that are dry already, let's see. I'm gonna add some detail. So this is a Derwent Inktense pencil again. And I just want to add like a little bit of scribbly details to some of these flowers, and even just add extra little details coming off of there too. You don't have to do this. I just like to do it. Sometimes I add a little inside the flowers. You can do this with pencil. I have a pencil over here. You can add scribbly lines into your petals if you feel like they need a little something. Pencil is pretty subtle, so it's not going to change your painting too much, but it does give it some extra detail. I do like using pencil. Okay, back to the Derwent. So you can go over lines that you've already drawn. You can add new lines. You can add even new leaves. If you want to like overlap things that you've already done, add a little extra interest. If you're feeling like anything is off balance, you can add some of these marks to help it out. You can see I made a leaf just around a mark I already had because it made me think of a leaf. And this one could use a leaf, I think. It's really, again, just about playing with things and not being afraid to experiment. Because honestly, I could do all these and then not like it, and that's okay. I learned something through the process of making it, and that is worth it to me. Anything in my sketchbook is fair game. It's all about play. And I'm making this today because I am working on a new collection, and it's going to be small paintings, 5x7s, and possibly some 9x12s. And I'm experimenting with these colors and the acrylic ink borders. And so I like to practice in my sketchbook what I'm painting. And if you want to be notified of when the collection is released, you can sign up for my list. You can get 30 days of prompts, and then you will be on the list to be notified when the collection is released. It should be released in May. I'm really excited about it because it's turning out really fun. Like, look at all these colors. It's gonna be a lot of this, so yay. You can outline some leaves. Okay, so that's fun. I like all the dark leaves. And then, let's see, sometimes, actually, so I like that in that flower, so I'm gonna add that, those little marks in some of these other flowers. So let your painting inform the rest of your painting. Like, I like that, and so I'm gonna do more of it. Cool, and then just try and balance it out a bit. If you make the same marks around the page, it helps balance things. Let's see. That's good. And let's see, if you, this is a Posca pen again, if you like dots, I like dots. I'm gonna add some into the center of the flower here. And let's see, I'll add some to the center. And let's see if I want it anywhere else. Maybe on this petal. Okay. And it's finished. Now all you have to do is sign it. Make sure you put your initial, even if it is your sketchbook. Ta-da, beautiful. Keep an eye out for the collection that's coming out. It's gonna be these colors and the same kind of style. They'll be coming out in May. Otherwise, I hope you like this, and let me know below if you like these colors, if you want to see more process paintings, and if you have any other mark making tools that I haven't used, because I like to try new things. All right, see you next week. Thanks for joining me today. I'm all about helping you grow your own creative practice full of peace, intention, and curious exploration. Find out more when you visit jenfletcherart.com. I'll see you soon.